Hello and welcome to ColoradoTriathlete.com. This afternoon we're here with Jeanni Seymour, South Africa's newest up-and-coming triathlete. Good afternoon, Jeanni.
Hello.
Oh, tell us about what sports you did when you were a kid.
Well, growing up I pretty much tried everything I could. I actually started out doing ballet dancing since I was 4. But at school I pretty much did a lot of running, swimming. I was on the field hockey team. I did touch rugby. I actually represented South Africa for touch rugby. So yeah, I did a lot of sport growing up and I really enjoyed it.
So what made you decide to try triathlon?
Well, in my final year of school, I was swimming a lot and I was running, and it was my cousin who introduced me to my South African coach at that time. And so I got into a bit of cycling during that time, and when I met my South African coach, I was just really kind of inspired. And my mom actually did Ironman when she was when we were growing up. I remember watching her as a kid, and yeah, so I really wanted to try it out, and I started training with this squad and I really enjoyed it, you know. And so I obviously trained for my first triathlon, and it was a sprint triathlon, but I just loved it, and I knew that the half Ironman was coming up, and I really wanted to go for it. Yeah, I managed to win my age group, and that enabled me to go to World Champs in Las Vegas. And so I went to that, and it was really hard. I mean, I didn't do that well, but I was kind of really inspired to do triathlon from that point on.
So your third triathlon was the World Championships?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. So what made you decide to come to Boulder?
So I was training with my South African coach, Freddie Lampert, at that time, and he came to Boulder the year before that, and he encouraged me to not only turn pro after the World Champs in Las Vegas, but to come with him for 3 months in the summer in Boulder. And so, you know, I spoke to my parents and they were very supportive of that, turning pro and then coming to Boulder to see what it's like. And just coming here, it really changed my life. You know, the level of professionalism in the States is really phenomenal, and I was just, from that point I was like, I gotta be here, you know, especially if I want to do better. So I feel like I went pro really quickly, and that was really hard because the level is so high, and coming from South Africa, it definitely puts you on the back burner, and it's a lot of catching up to do, and it really puts you in your place. It's the first time I've moved from home. I come from a very close family, and it was the first time I'm all by myself, and I was struggling quite a bit. And then I met an Australian at the pool, Lisa Marangon, and she was actually going back home, and I really wanted to find another place to stay. And she introduced me to Bruce and Vicky, which they're the family that I stay with now, and I met them at, I think it was the Boulder Sprint at the race, and they kind of saved me. They came to pick up all my stuff like within the next week, and I was staying with them, and I kind of feel a part of their family now, which has been amazing. So
this summer you've had some really great successes with half Ironmans. The first one you did was the Boulder Half, where you got 6th, is that correct?
Yes.
And that was with a really stacked field. And then after that you did the Steelhead Michigan race, the 70.3, and got 3rd. Tell us about that race.
Wow, that race was really cool because it was the first time I came off the bike first, which is a completely new experience for me. I was actually quite scared. I had no idea what I was doing, and I rode, I think, out of myself way too hard, and which made the run a little harder, and I definitely blew up there. But wow, such an experience, and I'm so happy to learn from that, and it was really good for my confidence.
And then last weekend in Austin at the 70.3 you got second place, almost won. First out of the water and first out of the bike. Tell us about that race.
Yeah, I mean, that's also been a completely new experience for me, coming first out the water and off the bike. But I feel like I had a smarter race plan, and I definitely controlled myself a lot more on the bike, which really helped, and I was able to run a lot better, and I was very surprised to do that well, which I'm really happy with. So, yeah.
Did you have more of a plan going into the race?
Yes, definitely. You know, my coach Michael Lovato really set out a very smart, structured plan, which I was able to execute as best as I could on that day. And yeah, I was very happy with my race plan.
So what are your plans for the future? What races are you going to do coming up?
I mean, next season I definitely would like to prepare for a World Championship race, and if I can do that and be well prepared for that, I'd love to mix it up with the best in the world. But next year I would love to do Boulder half. I mean, the course suits me really well, and I am in town, so it makes travel easier. And the rest of the races we kind of got to confirm and see what is going to suit me best, but I definitely like to go to the World Champs next year.
So you've been in Boulder for a few seasons now. What's your favorite thing about Boulder other than training with lots of pros?
It's just an incredible lifestyle here, you know. I come from Johannesburg where, you know, I'm not actually able to walk in my streets, and for some people I don't even think they would understand that, you know. I don't have the freedom to walk where I want to, and I can't ride my bike everywhere, and I just love that Boulder's so safe, you know. I can ride my bike wherever I need to, I can walk where I want to, and it's just an incredible lifestyle here of active, fit and healthy people, and it's beautiful, and I love living here.
All right, thank you and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Awesome, that was great.